Happy Makeup Tip Tuesday, but on a Wednesday. Yesterday, as you guys saw, we had a very exciting day. We shot our very first campaign in the new space with Natalie Wilkie, and then we actually shot Jazzy after for something very exciting that we're putting together a pitch deck for. But holy moly, did I ever need that? What an amazing moment to go from my basement to shooting with a backdrop there, or even in my living room, to shooting on this wall with just a pop-up background, to now having a proper space with huge ceilings and just movement. We don't have to worry about the lights. Nothing got broken. We stepped on it. I did step on skis, but we didn't step on equipment because we actually had room. It just fueled me so much. This is exactly what Sports Color Cosmetics is all about. Shooting that campaign with Natalie Wilkie, our local Paralympian who stole the hearts of Canada, to launch our new O Canada red glitter that's launching with PharmaSave for Canada Day. So stay tuned for that. You'll start to see Natalie as we roll out this glitter with PharmaSave on the shelves. So it's so exciting. I've been trying to think of what to do for this Makeup Tip Tuesday, because we just did our first 3-part do-it-yourself bridal makeup, which has been a huge success. I hope that was really helpful. To now going back to our regularly scheduled program. And one look that really stuck in my head that I have never done before, it actually came from one of our ambassadors, Melissa here in Salmon Arm. She did this really cool combination that I've never done before. I never even thought about doing it before. And it is Summer Nights, AKA Prince George, this guy here. So that bronzy with this floored me. Tofino / Pink Flamingo. This guy does not get enough love. She is so pretty and very bright. So I feel like people get intimidated by using her. So let's recreate the look that Melissa did, because why not? Now we have some really exciting things coming. Really exciting things launching next week. Oh my God, we've been working so hard behind the scenes. If you have come in and seen the chaos behind us and seen all these really awesome co-branded kits, we can finally talk about it next week. I might even give you guys a sneak peek in this video, because if you made it, 20 minutes in, you deserve a little sneak peek. But one of the things that we are rebranding, obviously, is our Sports Color Cosmetics. These are the new envelopes, our very first product that has our Sports Color Cosmetics on it. We also put a little warning, because please note our art shadows, as you all know. Okay, if you're new to this channel, welcome. These are art shadows. They are little individual pans that come in this envelope, and then you build your own face in a case with our magnetic home, like so. Now, because they're pure pigment, jojoba oil is our binder, they are softer than traditional shadows, which is why we put a warning now. Please handle with care, okay? That would be lovely. But yeah, things are ever expanding and ever growing. So I could chat all day, so let's get into this. We're gonna start with our Depuff and Prime. This is my one that's been here for a while, so I'm gonna activate it, whip it like ketchup, get it down, and we're gonna roll. So many exciting things. PharmaSave, we are rolling out. I think we have about 26. I will make the announcement of where you can find us. Actually, do you know what? You can head to our website. If you go to our website and go where to find us, Jessica did upload coming soon, and the ones that we're currently on the shelves. So we actually have Innisfail being shipped off today. Such a cool story, because my grandma, my dad's mom, was in Innisfail. I remember being a kid and going there and visiting her in the home, and then my aunt was there, and then Jess has some connections to Innisfail. So cool. We're still waiting on Calgary. We do have 100 Mile, Victoria, Broadmead. They placed an order, so you will see it next month. Very exciting. So yeah, we will make sure you can go and see the list. We'll do a dedicated video for that. Okay, so now that my Depuff and Prime is nice and tacky, we're gonna go in, of course, staple, Salmon Arm, this guy here. I'm going to loosen the pigment. This is what I do every single day, is I loosen the pigment with the back of my all over shadow brush. All over blending, I think is actually what's on there. And we're gonna start in the center, or sorry, start in the inner corner because that's where we wanna neutralize the darkness. And applying from our lid space up and down, or up, sorry. Not enough coffee this morning. Okay, so always working from your lashes up. Okay, but what a crazy, crazy difference that makes. It neutralized that darkness. You can't see any veins or redness shining through. It neutralizes everything. It is matte, so it's not gonna add texture. Now, for those textured queens, I might not recommend this look because Summer Nights does have a shimmer to it. So anything that has a light reflectant in it, like a shimmer, even if it's dark, is still gonna push texture forward. So I just want to give a fair warning because I know some of you really do watch and really do listen to my rules. And you're like, but Miss, you said, give it a try. And if it's and if you don't like it, we can just wipe it off. But that will be why, because Summer Nights is a shimmery and she's an interesting one. She doesn't go bronzy all the way through. So when you blend her out, she goes matte and she goes quite a cool steel color. When you apply it patting or wet, she is like that bronzy Summer Nights. She's an interesting one. So let's do this together. Now, how Melissa did this, I'm gonna wipe this off onto paper towel. I don't think she did this wet. Okay, we're gonna go into Summer Nights, AKA Prince George, with the same brush. I did wipe it off. Okay, I'm gonna grab a mirror. Okay, we're gonna start in the center of our lid. So see, she's nice and bronzy. So you can actually get quite a bit of depth with this one pigment in a pan. See, the more you blend her, the matte she goes, and kind of like a steel charcoal gray. The more you pat, the more that bronzy warmth comes out. She's just such a unique pigment. I know I've done brides in the past when we first had her and wanting that bronzy look and then blended it out and it goes like steel. I'm like, okay, well, that's not the look that I was going for. That's why we do trials. So now I'm gonna lightly blend this up into my crease. So Timeless Classic Smoky Eye. You can see I barely touched the pigment in the pan. I'm gonna apply a little bit more here. And then very slowly bringing this up, light presses, okay? You can see I'm feathering the pigment up over my hood, down into this little corner. This little corner is a finicky bee. We wanna make sure that we push her back, because if we don't, and we're just right here in our lid space, we have our crease space and then it stops, it'll push that little puff forward. We don't want that. We want to push her back. I know it feels weird. This is why light taps and being straight on into the mirror. I'm not like this, okay? I'm relaxed, looking straight on, light blends up until my brow bone starts, okay? The socket of your eye is your guide. We're not taking this up into the brow, obviously, pushing it back. So it is a really great one, I guess, because it does matte out. But you can see it goes more steel. So in the pan, it looks bronzy. On the eye, it goes more steel. We're gonna do the same to the other side. I'm starting in the center. Little pats in. You can see how pigmented she is. I barely touched her. Going in. And the reason why I'm holding my brush more further down, you will see I'm always up like this, and I talk about it all the time, is because I want lighter, feathery strokes. Here, moving the pigment around. All right, now we're gonna balance this out. So without adding more pigment to my brush, I'm gonna lightly feather this up into my crease. I'm gonna have to add more. Now, when I add more, I'm not touching into my crease point. I'm starting right in that center of the lid, depositing that pigment again, and then using the remaining up into my crease. Rule of thumb, the first touch point will always be the darkest. So even if you pick up, you want to remember to start again at that same spot in the center of the lid. These are just little tips that really save you frustration in your makeup. application. And once you get the hang of it, it's just kind of like automatic. Okay. Okay. Summer Nights is like one of my all-time favorites. I don't give her enough love. I have not used her in a really long time. Okay, so I picked up, and then I did add a little bit more here because I wanted more depth here. And then blending. Okay. What Melissa did goes against all of my rules. So this is really weird for me, which I love it though. When she did it, I was like, oh my God. So my rule of thumb is that it's always the darker on the outside, lighter on the inside to create that depth. But what she did is she added color and brightness to the outer corner with Pink Flamingo. And my mind was just like, right? Just goes to show you, makeup and art, it's fun. You can challenge yourself. You can try things that are outside of the box. Just because I said, I'm also very much rule orientated. I kind of like stick to the same thing. I will wear the same outfit over and over and over again. I will eat the same thing over and over and over again. Tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD, because that's me. So when she did this, I loved it. I loved it, loved it, loved it. Okay, small crease brush. We're gonna dip in. Here we go. We're gonna do this together. Outside. Ooh, it's so pretty. And then I'm gonna feather this out and up into my crease. Oh, I love it. How pretty is that? And then I have all my fun overalls on today, so this looks really good together. Okay, I'm tapping right into that outer corner. And then in and up. What a fun look. Love it. I'm gonna do the same to the other side. Tap. So notice my angle. I'm coming in where the brush angle lines up with my eyeball, okay? I'm not coming straight on. If I come in straight on, my touch point's gonna be here. We want the first touch point to be out by the last lash. The same angle as your eye shape, okay? Coming in. That is fun. We're gonna hug this into the crease and out and up. What a fun look. Pink Flamingo does not get enough love. It is actually so pretty on the cheeks, and Lulu is out in the wild, so I apologize if she barks. I did not put the thing on. Okay. Yeah, Pink Flamingo does not get enough love. I am going to add this to the bottom of my lash because I want the bottom to be a little bit more bright. And then I am gonna add glitter to this. We're gonna do some glitter glazing. So starting my outside, lightly dusting. Lulu, no. Hey, please, no. Why are you growling at me? Okay, she's looking dead at me and growling at me. All right. Okay, we'll do some glitter glazing. I have been doing a little bit of a lazy glitter glazing. Instead of like shaking it and putting it onto the back of my hand, I have been kind of getting a little bit on here, and I'm going directly from the jar to where I want some glitter. I'm gonna use this guy here. I'm gonna use a clean one. We do have to make sure that we do have some glitter, or sorry, some depuff and prime onto your brush so it sticks. Because if you don't, it won't stick. And I'm gonna add it right to the center. Now, the more, or I should say the less tacky the depuff and prime is, the more sheer the glitter will be. The more wet the depuff and prime is, the more intense the glitter application is gonna be. So if you're looking for a really soft, like up here where it's like nice and what's the word I'm looking for? Not opaque, let it fall down, okay? And see how it's not moving our art shadow underneath it? I'm almost wondering if you could use this as a seal. Like if you have really oily eyelids and you seal your eye makeup with like a thin layer of depuff and prime, if it would seal it in. Mick, I know you have oily eyelids. I think you should try that and let us know. Okay, I'm gonna let this tack down. We're gonna pick up our glitter, we're gonna tap, and we're gonna press it on. Like so. Now you do have to make sure that your opaqueness of the glitter matches each other. So sometimes you'll get one eye, you're like, ooh, I like how sheer it is, but the other one's really intense. You have to match it up to the intense one and be like, that's what I meant to do. All right. How fun. What a fun look. We're gonna add some mascara. I am gonna tight line. I'm pretty sure I did not grab a brush. Yes, we are. I'm just gonna grab a brush here. Oops. Okay. Liner brush. I cannot live without this brush in my makeup kit. We're gonna grab that extra on that end. We're gonna apply it as if we were applying mascara, but tapping it and stamping it right at the base of our lashes. I find this is so much easier than trying to use the tip and drag. It doesn't make my eyes water. And you get a really nice, just a nice definition to the base of the lash. So I'm kind of lifting. I can feel that it's right onto my waterline or into the base of my lashes. I know we're good. This side, going in. And I haven't had it where it skipped and got onto my lid. That was Jessica Ray's biggest. She's like, well, what if it gets onto my lid? I'm like, I actually haven't had that experience yet. So anyone out there who's been trying this trick that I've been doing, can you drop a comment below and let me know how it's working for you? That would be amazing. Okay. And then into the corner. Do some mascara. Remember, don't pump. You're gonna go in, do a little twist and pull it out. Don't pump your mascara or else it'll come out really clumpy on the end of your brush. Air expands our product, but she's natural, rice bran wax base. Say that 10 times and you can really build her up. Build, build, build. I like my lashes to be pretty full. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna go to the other side and it's all about the wiggle. So I do spend quite a bit of time applying quite a few coats of mascara because I like that look. As you can see, you can do it nice and soft or you can build her up. Now, if you do get it on your lid space, which I'm not gonna bother taking it off today because that's just the day, but you would take a clean Q-tip and twirl it off as soon as you get it on there. Remember, the Stubbles is a gel liner. The moment it sets, it's not gonna move on you. So grab it with a Q-tip right away and you just twist it off. Like so. Okay, I'm gonna do the same to the other side. I'm gonna do a light. Okay, but if I get it up there, then I will take it off. Okay. Light little one on the bottom, so it's not about the wiggle on the bottom. We just want to tappity tap, press it over. Remember, more on the top, less on the bottom. And this is why we do the eyes first, so we can go in and we can wipe it away. So I'm taking a clean paper towel and I'm just gonna wipe underneath here. Sometimes summer nights, AKA Prince George, can have quite a bit of foliage. And then of course the glitter. There we are. Oh, my nose is super leaky today. Okay. Foundation. Let's do some foundation. And then if you have gotten to 19 minutes of this Makeup Tip Tuesday, you deserve a first sneak peek. I am not gonna lie. So let's put on our foundation and I'm going to show you what we are launching with the Bombers next week. So technically, technically, this is launching on June 11th. We will be at the home opener. We will be part of the tailgate party where you can come and get all gameplayed up, glittered up, fanned up. Meet us. But the cool thing with our partnership is that every single game, including the preseason game that's happening on the 29th of May, the Bombers pan to a fan in the stands who has the best fan face, like face painted, and they actually their face gets onto the Jumbotron, presented by MisMacK Clean Cosmetics, Sports Color Cosmetics, and they win themselves a fan kit. Welcome to the next generation of Sports Color Cosmetics. Oh my God, we have been secretly working on this for months now. Actually, I want to say over a year is when we came up with this idea and we pitched the riders. And then when we got into the Grey Cup, when we were talking to the Bombers, they're like, no, we want to be the first to market this with you and the first to partner with you. They sell out 32,000 fans in the stand, plus a tailgate party prior to the game, every single home game. And fans are crazy. Like, fans are so full of joy and spirit, and they want to connect with the players. So what better way than your co-branded fan kit using the exact same eye black worn by your favorite Bombers player? So this is changing the game. I am so excited. So in it has your blue, your black, your white, your gold, champagne gold biodegradable glitter, and a little cleansing balm so you don't end up like the WestJet commercial during the Blue Jays season last year, where you can't get it off. I mean, ours is all natural, but yes. How cool is this? It clips onto your, wherever, your purse, onto your belt loop, and it is your fan kit. I am so excited. We are changing the game, the way that fans express themselves, the way that fans connect to their favorite player by using the same exact eye black, now in the fan colors of the blue and the white. And of course, you gotta have biodegradable glitter for your self-expression. So the press release is being sent out late this week, early next week, and then we will start releasing all of the behind the scenes, because guys, like, we've officially trademarked the fan kit, so no one else can use this. We are working with ones for our local Silverbacks team. We will be pitching teams all across Canada to be able to have a fan kit. In fact, we're actually going to have a submission form on our website. So if you're a team or an association that would like to order fan kits and co-branded fan kits, we can do that. We can work with you and create fan kits for your dedicated fans. This is very exciting. And this is the first time I've been talking about it on camera, and you guys are the first ones to know. So thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for watching this all go down. It's been a wild ride. Wild ride. And to think that it went from an eye black that my son and I created together after my dad passed away to now literally changing the game for the fans in the stands and using safe, all natural face paint, I'm putting this in quotations, eye black and colored grit sticks. That's the same eye black that your favorite player is wearing. Oh, so exciting. And then biodegradable glitter, because that's very important. So you can jazz it up. But that is what's dropping when we go. So on June 11th, if you are Bombers, if you have season ticket holders, I know a lot of our MisMackers do. And one of our amazing ambassadors has a lot of connections in Winnipeg. We will have an activation station during the tailgate party, so we're going to be set up right by the retail area where you can come, meet us, learn the story. We can fan you up. You can go purchase your fan kit. We have a very limited amount of number during the home games. So we have a massive goal of them selling 5,000 fan kits in a season. Massive goal, okay? That is our goal. So help us sell out, help us make noise and show other CFL teams that they need to be part of this revolution. But we need your help, okay? Please support. You're not just supporting the Bombers, you're supporting a local female-run company right here in Canada, made just outside of outside of Winnipeg. And then you're also supporting Kids Sport Canada. So $3 per kit we donate back to Kids Sport, which means $3 is going back to Kids Sport Manitoba, every single kit that you purchase. So please help us make our goal. Please help us surpass it in our very first year. This is a brand new partnership that has never been done before. So we are totally changing the game in the way that brands partner, not just in advertising, but how we can truly work together to create an experience for your fans. I'm so passionate. I never would have ever guessed that this would be where we would be a year from, like last year, like a year from now. It's so exciting. I'm gonna try to quickly do my makeup and complete this because as you can imagine, we have a lot of work to do.